Okay, these are the headlines off the field. Let's talk about this because this is a really bad story. University of San Diego. We have talked about the 1AA football program. We talked about the hazing incident. We talked about the on campus investigation. We talked about the fact that the university refuses to make the coach nor players available for any interviews. They're not promoting their football program, which right now has fallen off the face of the earth at 1-6. Now we find out the player that triggered this is a transfer quarterback. His name is A.J. Perez. A.J. Perez filed a lawsuit against the University of San Diego, saying he was the victim the first night he was in camp in August. The veteran players called all the transfers and the freshmen in for, quote, team meeting that turned out to be hazing. And it had sexual implications. It had pornography. It had beer drinking. It had marijuana, all in these dorm rooms on campus that were empty because the students had not reported. The kid, the quarterback, a transfer from Utah Tech, checked out. He left school after that first day. He went home, told his family, said, I'm not going to be as part of that culture. This is a Catholic university.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's absolutely stunning. This is university has not stood up and said, we have discovered problem A, B, C, D. These are the people that were involved in it. This is what we're doing about it. They have just stood there and ignored media requests, quote, while we're conducting our investigation.
Oh, come on.
So A.J. Perez went public and has sued the school for damages. On top of that, he told the coaching staff, I would like to remain a student. I'll do my coursework online. University did not help him at all.
Really?
I mean, it's really stunning.
Unbelievable.
This is USD. This is a Catholic university with a great reputation. So we got that. And then we got the story in San Ysidro with basketball star Mikey Williams. 3 more felony charges have now been filed against him. The aftermath of gun incidents at his home in Homul about a year and a half ago. The prosecution now filed 3 more felony gun incidents. One of them's got to do with witness intimidation. He's now facing 8 different felonies, and they've tried to delay the process. He was supposed to go to Memphis State. They said, you're not coming on this campus till you solve your situation. Now he's going back to court. Trial date scheduled for maybe early January, and Mikey Williams could be facing 30 years in prison for firing shots, allegedly, into a car that had 5 other young people who had come to his house to party. Really ugly story, and the witness tampering, I think, makes the case even worse. So Mikey Williams' career is on hold. And then there's the weird story with Dwight Howard, longtime established NBA player. He's being sued by another man whom he had a sexual relationship with. The man says that Dwight Howard sexually assaulted him in Atlanta. Dwight Howard said, this man was my friend. It was consensual. And now this man has gone public to try to make this a payday. And he's asked the judge to throw this sexual assault lawsuit filed by his former live-in partner to throw it out of court. Sorry, we got to touch these stories, but those stories are topics on the table. John, you're going to respond?
I mean, I don't know. What do you say here? I mean, damn fools. I mean, the USD hazing thing is really distressing. I read the article about some of the things they had to do, and I really want to say it out loud. I mean, they were being treated like chattel. I mean, it was terrible what they were doing. And to come from a Catholic school,
Yep.
you know, with all of the controversy around, you know, child molestation with priests in some Catholic churches, you think that the archdiocese would kind of have their act together here and have like a game plan on how they're interacting with the media, et cetera. So this is a disgrace. You know, and I kind of, you know, USD is one of those programs you kind of expect them to be the good guys, right? And they're not. Mikey Williams, what a fool, what an idiot. That kid had some great future potential, and he's just flushing it down the drain. The Dwight Howard story, I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems like there's a lot more information that should come from that, but we'll find out. But yeah, it's bananas.
Should we take a time out and go wash our hands?
Yeah. Yeah. This
feels that way.
Yeah. I mean, you know, in the era of social media too, a lot more of this sort of stuff we hear about players that maybe in the past we didn't. It's just shocking how they are not getting the right kind of guidance from older players, from family members to keep these kids in line. I mean, Mikey Williams would have been making tens of millions of dollars in the NBA, and now he might go to jail for 30 years.
Yeah, and we talked extensively when this thing first surfaced about decision making, who's guiding him, why are these people around him who look like they are his enablers? I mean, this could turn out to be really sad at the end. Hey,